And hello there. In this new video, we're going to talk about the fact of Barcelona monitoring Manchester United's Marcus Rashford for this purpose. So Marcus Rashford is currently the summer transfer window was unlikely any other. We see all the major changes in the United team right now, and the deals coming out, and the check, and how we graded the biggest signings. Just because the window is shut until January doesn't mean that the window is closed. Does not mean that the window will not open. It doesn't mean that the transfer rumors and transfer happenings and transfer hustle and bustle is closed. The transfers are going on. The transfer preparations are going on with full effort. It's being reported that Barcelona are considering a move for Manchester United striker Marcus Rashford. And Rashford previously stated in an interview with The Guardian that Barcelona, one of the two clubs alongside Real Madrid, that he would consider leaving Manchester United for. That's a very big statement. And it would appear as though the Catalan side are monitoring the England star's movement with a view of to make him an approach in the January in 2022 or 2023. Financial problem means that Barca aren't in a position to make a move in January or perhaps even at the end of the current season, but they're aware the 24-year-old's contract ends in 23 and that he's moving into the final 18 months. With this in mind, the coach of Barcelona, Xavi Hernandez club, is confident they can tempt the striker to Camp Nou rather than him take up the option of an extra year at Old Trafford. So basically, they're trying to tempt Rashford to basically go to they're trying to tempt Rashford to basically go to Barcelona. They're trying their best so that they can take Rashford to Barcelona, because they don't have that that capital right now. So if we take this into account, we can understand why would that even happen. That would happen because Marcus Rashford, after the arrival of Ronaldo, and the arrival of Sancho and the arrival of other players, and now they're talking about getting Erling Haaland. So with players like Ronaldo, Sancho, Greenwood, Van der Beek, Fred, and now if Haaland comes abroad, if we can get Haaland or somebody like that, and we're getting attacking midfielders, it's like Rashford is getting very little game time. So that's a matter of great concern, and that is the reason why Marcus Rashford actually wants to change his situation, and he wants to move to Barcelona. And if he does that, I totally respect his decision. He has all the right to do so, and he can do that. He can absolutely do that, Marcus Rashford, if he wants. So there are talks are going on. So right now Barcelona won't be able to make a move. So maybe they'll make a move on the last of the 23rd, 2023 January. Maybe they'll be able to make a move back then, right then, and then see some results if necessary. So what do you think about this? That's what I think. This is one of the points that I think it was mainly I think this all started in the reign of Ole, because he was not able to distribute equal game time to everybody. That was a very serious issue, and he is a possible target of Barcelona right now. Barcelona could make a surprise move for Marcus Rashford, and according to the head coach Xavi Hernandez, the 24-year-old has failed to establish himself as a regular in the starting lineup at Old Trafford this season, which has considered him looking for other places, considered him to look at other possibilities. According to the Spanish news agency, Rashford would be open to the idea of a possible move to Barcelona. Manchester United have numerous attacking options this season after a busy summer transfer window, and Rashford could be tempted by a move trying to get away, to get some play time, before the 2022 Qatar World Cup, because this is also an issue. You have to get some play time before the World Cup, because that is what the selection of the World Cup is based on. Your current play time in the club, maybe it's something like that. So his current Manchester United deal runs out in June 2023, although there is an option to extend it by a further a year. Rashford could be the focal point in Xavi's new look Barcelona side should the deal transpire. Incredibly, Rashford has already made 283 appearances in the Manchester United first team, in which he has scored 91 goals and provided 57 assists. So then for England, he is approaching a half century of caps and he is currently standing on 46. He has 12 goals to his name for the Three Lions. Rashford could potentially follow in the footsteps of Jadon Sancho, Jude Bellingham and Kieran Trippier in leaving England and making a move abroad. If Rashford did end up joining Barcelona, he would become the first Englishman to play for the club since Gary Lineker. That's something else. So that's basically our news right now. I mean, Rashford is being targeted by Barcelona. And right now he's interested. Barcelona are closely monitoring him, though they don't have the budget right now to buy Rashford. But they're very interested to buy him in the near future if things are possible. The news states that Rashford is also being scouted by several players of several coaches of PSG are also interested. On keeping us signing Rashford, with the club officials have reportedly reached out to the players' representatives. A move for Rashford might prove to be out of Barcelona's reach in January, given the club's financial problems, although the forward is said to be a long-term target, with Barcelona hoping to raise the funds in the new year, offloading a huge number of players. So they're also planning to offload a lot of players. With Ralf Rangnick, and with talks of Ten Hag coming in, there's a lot of hustle and bustle, and with players like Sancho, Greenwood, Ronaldo, Fred, and all the other players, it's very difficult for him to get some game time. So yeah. Because Rashford himself has said, have suggested that though the United are leading the way with the club in advanced negotiations with Kamara, the reports have suggested that a deal could be wrapped up during the opening stages of the window, with Kamara reportedly set to become the first signing of the Ralf Rangnick reign, and that is when they are going to basically suggest the Rashford transfer. They're going to talk about this transfer, and they would want United's reaction on this particular transfer. They would love to see, how United react, what they have to say, what they want to say, and what they would love to talk about, what they would talk about in this instance. So they would love to see Man United's reaction regarding this issue, regarding this transfer. And as United are chasing, Kamara right now, so that is when Barcelona would like to, bring up this topic. And I get it, but I think Rashford is an immensely talented player. I think letting him go would be a bad bargain. Currently his form is really down. I hope his form increases in the upcoming matches. I hope he gets back to his form, he gets back to his stages, he gets back to his style, he gets back everything, and he moves up again and starts scoring. So what do you think about this? Let me know. Till then, take care.